Okay, how are you doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Been a little busy today. Getting orders ready, getting them processed for the new screen paint, which we're going to be having available very soon. Just have the ultra short throw demonstration. That's pretty much basically about it. Other than that, it's been doing quite well. So this is the application on being used on everyday mesh. This is a mesh that you pick up at Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. It's regular mesh, not micro mesh, just regular simple mesh. Now regular mesh has much larger holes than micro mesh. Micro mesh is a little bit more fine material. This is just everyday tarp used for at Home Depot, Lowe's. You can pick up called mesh. I have some of it outside, wrapped there on my deck for some privacy and airflow. I also have it over top of me, the drape over me, keep the sun off me. So this is what the technology does when it hits mesh. We found out it has more than one application, which means it has more than one ability to be able to change a surface to whatever you want to change it into. So first we had it on plexiglass. Of course, mine this is plexiglass. You can use it on any form of surface that's transparent. That does require, it doesn't require, but it's up to you on how many coats you want to put on that, because that allows you to adjust the screen how dark you want it. When doing this with micro mesh or basically just everyday mesh, it's a one coat application. Now I got a screen coming in. I'm going to be coating that, turning that. It's going to be 100 inch. I'm going to be building that on camera from the ground up. The strips of wood, stapling it to the strips of wood, coating it the whole 9 yards, setting it up, watching the demonstration from there. So we're going to do one probably around Saturday or Sunday. We're going to do one as soon as we get the rest of our orders out. We still have to do 3D applications or 3D mapping applications. I'm going to do a floor 3D mapping application also too, which I have some of my equipment downstairs. But like I said, we weren't expecting for it to actually react this good off any form of acoustic or speaker material or other things we have tested on. It works fantastic. So this eliminates the fact that we don't have to now do the spray and pre-coated acoustic screens, due to the fact that this technology does it all with no problem whatsoever. One of the things people were worried about when you're spraying micro mesh is very fine, well knit, so the images are going to be much more sharper and it's going to be more visible. Where basically, if you're using a mesh that has larger holes in it, people think the image is not going to pick up at all, and it does. It picks up perfectly with no problem. Which, I'm thinking about when I was going to building the 300-inch screen in the backyard. It'd be so much easier to make it out of micro mesh, because again, at the end of the day, when you have a screen that big, one of the problems that you will run into, is the fact that wind, when wind hits the back of a screen of that caliber, it turns into a massive sail. With micro mesh, easy to coat with our technology, wind can travel right through it, which is a really good idea, which I need to actually do. I need to get rid of the two screens we have in the back. So the two screens we have in the back are the 250 inches. When you have a screen that big at 150, like I said, when it hits the back of one of these screens, turns it into a massive sail. So bottom line, you run the risk of the screen being damaged because so much wind's hitting the back of the screen. But with this technology coated onto the micro mesh, this makes it so much easier, because wind could travel right through the screen, and that's going to cause less friction for the screen to move back and forth, cause much less damage to the surface, which I'm going to have to do now, a much larger surface with this technology. I'll have to go place an order for a 10 by 20. Bigger than a 10 by 20. Matter of fact, the way this stuff activates, it activates so quick. I want to have to do the same process that I had to go through when I did the outdoor screens. Outdoor screens being fabric, I had to coat them twice because of the paint process. I'm going to make sure it doesn't leave uneven spots. There's 2 coats of paint I have to put on 2 big 150-inch screens. I have to go back in and put the original paint on top of it. You know what I mean? This right here, we can set up and I can blast that thing within minutes, knock that out in no time at all. Which I'm thinking about doing now, replacing my screens with micro mesh. It'll be so much easier. So let me show you how transparent this stuff is. I'm gonna walk. You can see my kitchen and dinette set over there in the kitchen. LED lights, all that good stuff back there in my kitchen. Then I move it over. Boom, gone. Yeah, I'm definitely going this route. This is so much easier. Now I also got a couple offers. People asking about golf simulators. Yeah, you can use it for golf simulators. We've done that before in the past. We've actually had screens designed for golf simulators. So let me show you what's going on in here with orders. We got all our stuff in, which is fantastic, because I didn't think we were going to get everything until next week. I'm like, okay, everything's going to come in next week. No, we're blessed that everything came in. We've still got more orders pushing in for Saturday. So Saturday's going to be our ship out date. If you're interested in the product, we would suggest you place an order today or to wait. Today is Friday, isn't it? Yeah, today is Friday. Yeah, only today. You can only place the order for today. This is the technology that you're watching right now. That's it right there. We got that. Or these are pre-orders. So pre-orders. This is going to be launching out a little later, but these are pre-orders. The launch date for these are going to be on the 10th. As I said before, that we're only going to have a certain amount in the shopping cart. If you get it, you get it, and you don't, you don't. That's going to be with these. These are all pre-orders. So pre-orders. These run for around $348 a gallon. That's we have a gallon. They're sold in gallons only. So we can do anywhere from a gallon, anywhere up to 5 gallons for companies. So these are the pre-orders. And of course, these are the Phantom technology and so forth. So that's right there from the door. And I still have to wait for the only thing we're waiting for is containers. Well, we're missing probably about 4 or 5 more containers, which will be coming in shortly, and we'll be done with that. And you'll be receiving your tracking numbers very soon. Now, those of you who have actually ordered the new invisible Phantom technology that we have here, mind you, those launch date for that is going to be on the 10th. Like I said, we're only going to have a certain amount in the shopping cart. And when that's gone, that is going to be gone. We'll have it back in the stock, but a little later, because we'll have to bulk up on that one once again. But thank you for the customers that put the pre-orders in. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's grab something else on here. I want to see what this, well, I do want to see what some movies are like on here. Some darker version movies. Let's see. And mind you, the back of my screen, when you set these up, you can't have light pushing to the back of the screen. Because like I said, anything contrast comes up, the screen's going to be completely transparent. So you're going to have this against a wall or something like that. It'll work out just fine. Let me see. Let's go with, we did fish already. Let's see. Outer Space Screensaver. And then we'll show you some other materials that you can use to develop and make your own micro mesh, make your own acoustic screens. So not only we're going to supply where you need to buy the product at, but we'll show you places where you can actually use to make acoustic screens. A lot of people don't know where to go and what to use and how to do it. It's very, very easy to do. I might have to go down and get several strips of wood from I'm actually going to Home Depot to buy wood strips. I might bulk up and buy a couple because I got a few screens I want to start building. But I do want to put one in the backyard and see how that one's going to react. Let me see, where's the soundboard? Oh, the soundboard is connected to the back of this thing. This makes it so much easier. Then I got to go out and do some research. I need to do some research and figure out exactly what is micro mesh, not a micro mesh, what do acoustic screens cost today? I do know the Elites run between $800, $900, $1,200. I do know that for a fact. But Vivid Storm, the rest of them, what they run for. Now we do have acoustic sample sheets here. We have Vivid Storm, we have Elite screens, and so forth. I think we have 3 from Vivid Storm. We have a white one and a gray one. And then from Elite screens, we have a white one. Usually that's what they come in. They come in white or gray. That's it. They don't come in black. And since the coating that we spray on it, or you'll be spraying on it now, we'll have the heightener technology, all the other cool stuff we put into it to allow the screen to be able to boom, pop. Now when you visit the shopping carts, you'll notice that please read the specification sheet. We do advise you to do that because it says in bold writing, or is it red writing we put in there? I'm not sure. One of those writings we put in there. But no, it's in bold writing. You do not paint this for front projection at all. The results are not going to be good. But if you wreck your screen, that's your business at the end of the day. We just warn you and tell you not to do something. All right, so pretty soon I'm going to be taking out my 148-inch acoustic screen. Actually, I'm glad when I built this thing, I made it very easy to detach from the wall. I measured it out. I'm going to be able to take that out the front door. I'm going to have to plastic wrap my entire driveway. I made some really huge sheets of drop cloth plastic. So we're going to cover that up outside, clamp it to the gate, spray that, be done with that one. This is a harder one. And then I had to go out and I had to get the one upstairs because I have a 150-inch of it upstairs that's clamped to a pole. So that's going to come downstairs. That's easier to do. I can just set that up outside and be done with that one. So that'll be the two of them that'll be actually converted into the new Invisible Phantom. I wanted to do 130-inch for my front window, but we need an actual Phantom in here. We need another Phantom in here. So we need the Phantom screen paint version and the roll-on and the Phantom spray-on version. Let's get the, I like this one. Black background, MMD Dancer. This is going to have multiple applications, which means you can use it for visual effects, 3D mapping, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Advertising, you know, all those little cool things. And they do make a tarp like this in micro mesh. I got it out back. I have micro mesh tarp. You can buy micro mesh tarp, or you can basically buy like the regular mesh. Hey, you. He's been really attracted to the screen lately. Now, we already know we're going to have individuals that are going to try to debunk our theories as they usually do. Keep in mind, let me explain something to you. They buy from us because we can back our products 100%. That's why. I've seen someone try to do a review on the technology, didn't even know what it was yet. It was only at 5%. We haven't even hit the certify yet on it yet. But, you know, whatever. Like I said, people are going to buy from someone who can test their products and actually back their products at the end of the day. As I said before, the test results that we requested from certain individuals just have never been done, and they never will be done. They can't back their products. So, you know, every time we launch, we got 5 other products we'll be launching. You'll see them popping up, these individuals trying to denounce or discredit these products. But at the end of the day, again, you haven't backed your products. Which I'll be going back and checking probably about when I get some time right now. Because right now things are going to be a little bit crazy. We have a gamer paint coming out for Phantom, and we got these things called the Olympians. They're going to be coming out soon, and we got the 38s. So we're going to be busy. Well, we always get time to go back and check. I'm still waiting for one of those shopping carts to open. Oh, I forgot. We got one of those shopping carts to open. We can grab one from there. So, yeah, we got work to do. She spoke the whole thing in Japanese. I was like, I don't understand anything you just said, but it was pretty cool anyway. And this is fantastic for visual effect. I'm going to do a little setup outside with some DJ speakers on each side. Mix master taco. And just hook it up. Have a whole visual effects with the speakers lighting up. And use one of these visual screens right here. Well, actually, it becomes a visual screen. But just keep in mind, at the end of the day, you don't have to spend all this money for expensive acoustic surfaces. You can just go out and just go down to Home Depot. That's the whole purpose of why we developed this technology. This technology allows you to think outside the box. It allows you to turn the everyday thing into a projection screen. That's a whole thing about our company. We can just take simple things that are not going to cost you a lot of money, and we can use cheap old projectors that are not going to cost you a lot of money. You don't have to calibrate them. You have to be stuck in dark environments and none of that nonsense. And you can turn this technology into, well, actually these things we have laying around, into beautiful things. You know, like turning your ceiling into an entire universe where I don't have to spend thousands of dollars to have somebody come here and rip out my ceiling and install optic fiber lighting. I can do it from my chip projector that costs me $139 and produce anything I want on my ceiling at any given time, even when the lights are on. That's the whole purpose of the technology we developed, or God develops. We're just supposed to be there to be able to enjoy it. This is going to be great for a visual screen. Now we're going to be looking at some other stuff too. We want to be testing on too. On top of that, some other ideas we're going to test out. Different forms of products. I actually sprayed a screen door one time. I got bored and sprayed a screen door, a screen window one time, and that worked out fantastic. Also, too, we're going to be designing something else too. I can't tell you what we're going to be building, but it's going to be a certain projection screen, like a kind of really cool projection screen for the summertime. Actually, if all works out, and it should work well. I was going to do plexiglass. Plexiglass can be quite expensive, but if I do a mesh screen, if I do a micro mesh screen, or what we're going to call micro mesh acoustic screen for my front, I can get that 135. I can get that big screen. I might be able to get 150-inch on my deck. I'm thinking about it. I want a really good size screen. I'm thinking about doing that because that'd be so much easier. But there's a way I'm going to design it so we don't have airflow pushing through or the screen dimming out at the same time. It's going to be really something pretty interesting and cool we're going to be putting together. I cannot wait to start working on that. First, I was going to do a motorized projection screen, but after seeing what this stuff does, oh no. And the material is cheap. Now, when you're buying tarp is extremely cheap. Number one, you get large amounts of it. So if you want to build like really big screens with it, fantastic. We're also going to show you what we use to design these screens after coating them with our technology. So we're going to be giving up a few secrets on, because we don't have to make them anymore. We don't have to make these anymore because now you can do it yourself. So we're going to give you a few secrets on where we're going to buy a lot of our materials to make our acoustic screens, because they're not going to be needed anymore. Now this technology is coming into play. Nope. So as I said before, this technology is going to have multiple applications. We're going to have one that's going to actually multiple colors. Actually only 3 colors. We're going to have one that's crystal clear. We're going to have another one that's going to be a deep silver. This is the black one. The clear is going to be used mainly for commercial use, so you probably will never see it on the website. It won't be in the option. This will be for companies only, because only a company is going to be able to utilize this stuff. I mean, they're going to spray this on a huge glass window, let you email us and say, hey, look, I got this storefront, blah, 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 so and so and so. At the end of the day, you don't have to have the whole company credential in order to actually get the product. You just have to have a company, because there's no point in you spraying this on, because you have some customers that buy this to be crystal clear or hit with a 5,000 projector, and you'll get nailed by it in the face, because that's what it's going to do. You have to use it with ultra short throw projectors. When I got a chance to see some of the products that they were using in England for some of our invisible screen paint technology, they used it on windows. And I was like, how the frick are you using this on a window? And you have a long throw. They were all ultra short throws lined up between the bottom. And also too, for individuals who think we just thought of this idea, no. We've had invisible technology 7 years ago. 7 years ago, we started developing invisible technology. So yeah, it dates back quite far with us. We just have it now to a point now where we have it in a more advanced version of it. But yeah, we started experimenting with invisible technology way before the Jamies and Partays and the rest of you naysayers ever existed. We had it already. Majority of most of the technology we've had it. We just improved it and made it much more advanced than what it is. But I'll post a few of those videos below. Some pretty interesting ones. All right, I'm thinking about maybe we may do some colors, maybe some colors. I want to see a deep red version of this, and I would like to see either blue or purple of this invisible technology, which would be pretty cool to watch. All right, let me see what else we got on here. Oh, this looks pretty cool. What else do they have on? Oh, let's do the Matrix 3D screensaver. She completely did not hear me, did she? Let's try that one again. Matrix 3D screensaver. Okay, I guess we got to unplug her. She does this every once in a while. I don't know what it is. Put her back in. There's a reason why I would never have voice-activated technology embedded throughout my entire house, because it has some issues. I'm surprised it was communicating back and forth with each other in the day. Ooh, man, I was out for most. I was busy most of the day, but the other day, half of it, man, I was messed up. That is the last time I eat spicy food ever again. You keep forgetting that as you get older, your body's going to tell you, nope, guess what? This ain't happening today, Jack. This is what's going to go down. You're going to sit here and you're going to suffer for a couple hours, and then after that, and things will pass by and you'll be good to go. That's what's going to happen. Not that, oh, I'm indestructible. I can eat everything and anything I want. And that changes after a while. That doesn't happen anymore. It's the body telling you, now that you have all that fun when you were young, and things stop now. This is what's going to happen. Like this comedian was talking about that he said he wanted to go run some basketball with the younger gentleman, and his body was telling him he's going to do the super dunk, and so his body was like, no, you're not doing that. You're going to end up in the ER today. You're like, wow, it's pretty cool when you think about it. All right, let me see what we got going here. Because I was trying to get that to pop up, and for some reason, she wasn't listening. So let's see. Now these are all going to be on much bigger scales by Saturday. So I've already got plans to have bigger scale. Come on, we can't do anything with this. We're not really having any fun. It's fun to watch it, but it's much bigger on a much scale. I'm building a 100-inch out of this one, and I'm building a 100-inch out of that one. This Friday, matter of fact, I got to be dressed because I got to be up to go to Home Depot in about a couple of hours. So yeah. So we're going to come and get a couple of these. I'm going to put some bigger screens. I'm going to put 150-inch in the backyard. As a matter of fact, why put 150 in the backyard? I mean, why put 250 in the back? We're just do a whole freaking side of the whole section. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do the whole side of the deck because it's easy. Just put it in. I don't have to build no frames or nothing. I'm going to connect one side to the next. I can put the whole massive screen in one hit. All right. At least we can do some tests on these while we're outside to see how they're going to react right now. And then we'll invest in the big boy screen. Oh, I'm going to show you to make 3D screens. Have you yet? 3D visual effects screens? Oh yeah, I'm showing you. There's so much stuff I got to show you. It's unbelievable. This stuff you can actually learn. Oh, well, that's for another time. But I'm going to show you how to make a 3D visual effect fish tank. It's all how you build the screen. All right, let's see if we can get this going on here. What we were asking for to begin with. Let me see. What's this one right here? Oh, it's a Samsung.
I love Saturn. We design furniture for life. Real life. Messy life. Life that changes and brings us together from moving it.
I like them sectionals, but I like them big, huge, massive sectionals. I don't know if you've seen these things. They're gigantic. I want one of those. All right, let me see if we can do this again. Let's do, let's see. Tron 4K demonstration. There we go. Now, see, she's functioning now. See that? Oh, yeah, it can run. Oh, that's all I need to know. So, bottom line is, we'll max this out. I'm going to max this out. I'm going to probably get how big of an inch I can get. I got to measure outside. I probably can do, well, I need bigger than 10 feet by 20 feet. I definitely, but my deck is about 11 feet high. From top to bottom, my deck is about 11 feet high. And since I got the mesh up there already covering that section, I can actually bring it all the way up. The beautiful thing about it is I can still get airflow at the same time. But now, if it's that high up, that means when the projector cuts on, I mean, that's going to hit the side of the house. So it's going to have to be a little lower. So I think it's about 10 feet. We could do 10 feet by 20 feet. That would be perfect. Yeah, because 10 feet by 20 feet, that'll stretch up to the top, that'll wrap it all the way around. Yeah, that'd be perfect. I'm going to do 10 feet by 20 feet. But 10 feet by 20 feet of fine micro mesh tarp would probably cost me about $80-90 for a sheet that's going to be 10 feet high and 20 feet wide. That is extremely good. Probably get a little less than that. And mind you, my lights are in the kitchen. You can see my LED lights and everything pushed through. So where this screen's going to be sitting at, it's going to be dark in the background. I never can find the remote controls for the LED lights in my kitchen. LED lights everywhere. Never can find remote controls. There we go. Yeah, this would be great because I can have all my speakers in the back of the screen. All of them be in the back of the screen. This is perfect. My sound system right in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting my order right now. I'm gonna have my mesh screen set up. I'm still gonna use it in the wintertime. I'm getting mine set up. So I'll be taking down the two. No. I'm gonna leave them up. I'm gonna leave them up because we can use them for the background, for blacking the background out. So the light transfer through. These are gonna be big screens going up. But I actually don't have a wall big enough to accommodate a screen size of that big. The deck is going to be perfect, but we're going to have to basically, I can't explain it. I'll show you as I go along as I put it together. The spraying that application is going to be easy. Yeah, come Saturday, we're going to have this in a 4x8 because I need it for the 235.1 same for the projector for the other one. And this one right here is going to be in a 4x8. These will be gone. Well, actually, that is an official 80-inch 235.1. That's a test screen. This one I still need for work. But we need a much bigger size. And then we'll have this one on display too because this one's going to be coated. Uses the micro mesh surface. And the one upstairs is going to be coated with it. That looks fantastic. Let me get, let me see. Christmas 3D 4K Snow Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. That is beautiful right there. White levels are coming up amazing. That's going to be fantastic for, like I said, for visual effects, special effects. This is going to come out quite nicely. I want to expand my screen a little bit more. Let me see what we got to do here. I'm going to be able to hit both at the same time. Can I hit both of them? All right, and I want to be able to zoom out. Nope, zoom back in. All right, zoom it over. Nope, more too much. All right, zoom back in. No, wrong choice of commands. Go way down, come out of that menu right there. Need to then shift it back over again. And need to bring it a zoom. All right, now let me shift it again. Perfect. I want to be able to get the top at the same time. This is good because this allows me to see exactly how both micro meshes are going to react at the same time. So right here, like I said, this is right here at the bottom is a mesh, as you can see, because you can see, like I said, the kitchen on the other half, and at the top, that's micro mesh. Micro mesh is a little bit more finer. You can see the difference between the two up close. So this one has a more fine display. This one's a little bit has a more pixelated, but as you see, it's still crystal clear as you can see it. That's the difference between the two, but they both react the same way on the technology. I like these right here. I have one for this for Christmas time, for Christmas, actually, one with snow, all white snow. We have the all white snow version. Let's see what this one looks like. That looks really nice. Philips 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me get myself a hot cup of lemon tea. My lemon tea every day. Man, God is absolutely amazing. Blesses us with amazing technology. Man, God is incredible. Incredible. Now, right now, if you go to the website, we don't have any pictures on it yet. I'm not going to use pictures from here. I want pictures of the actual 106-inch screens we're going to be building. We'll be doing two of them back to back. We're going to do this one and another one. The one at the top, the micro mesh and the regular mesh. I'm going to put 150 in. No, I'm not going to put 150. I'm going to put the whole big boy outside and be done with it. Maybe some nickel and diamond on that one. Let's get it done. Now I got ideas. I have an awning that stretches over top. I'm coating it with this technology. I'm gonna build me another one of these projector setups right here so I can display the universe over top my awnings. But that's to show you the difference between the micro mesh and regular mesh. The micro mesh has a just more finer material than the regular mesh. But you can get the tarp and micro mesh too. So we're gonna get some of that too. Get a few of them in here. But it has to be something where fabric has to be something where light can transfer back and through past the screen. That's what it has to be. That's how it generates. And it works the same with the lights out. In the dark, jewelry operates the same way. Because some people feel that during the dark, there's no such thing as light. There's light in your environment. You can have the darkest room, unless you have Venta Black painted in your house, then yeah, you have something that definitely has no white light or anything in the environment. But the average theater room, it's going to have light traveling back and forth. The only two places that they're not going to have it is Venta Black, or if you actually have your theater room in an actual black hole, it's the only way. And if you have your theater in a black hole, I don't even know how you're getting light from your projector to begin with. There's no light in a black hole. So even if you have all your walls darkened, you're still going to have some form of light traveling in that environment.
Didn't feel overwhelming. It's time for a perfect fusion with pharmacists educated in traditional and alternative.
I love watching the contrast levels on this thing. Now this product we have here, like I said, it's a pre-order only. We're going to take a certain amount for the shopping cart. Once it's done, it's done. We already got what, 500 tables? 500 tables. Let's do the visual effects real quick. Copyrighted free visual effects music.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you what I'm going to be building with this stuff for visual effects for music displays. When I get done working on it, I'm like, good gracious, yeah, I'm gonna build something crazy insane with this stuff. What we got on here? We got so much stuff for copyright free visual effects with some triple videos right here. We've done this one already. This already gave me a freaking headache at the end of the day. And then once we get the big ones, then we can do some 3D mapping. Oh, I might build me a customized one for the floor. That'd be cool. This one doesn't have music. We need music on the back of it. Let me see what we got here. Here. If I'm doing a visual effect screen for the backyard for display, oh, it's going to have to be a monster. I'm going to have to build me a deck, just set it on top of the deck and everything. Something I can lock onto the deck, take off the deck, or collapse down to the deck and bring it back up so I can set my speakers up. Oh yeah, we got to definitely hook this up. That's why I said I understand. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse to death. I can have so much backyard, but I'll be utilizing the daylight side of that backyard. I already got ideas for this one, what we're going to be putting in the backyard. We definitely want to put a karaoke setup outside. I know exactly how to build it too. Everything we're designing, mind you, is designed to fold up and be put away. That's how we're going to be building. We're going to be building a lot of stuff this summer. So many ideas to work with this stuff. We're gonna put some chasers on this. What we looking for chasers on these? Now imagine this right here, coded to this screen right here. This is 148 inches. This screen, I can't wait to set up. All right, people, past my time here. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. This is available now for pre-order. As for the other stuff, yeah, we're still having that Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. That's going to be ending. Oh man, it's going to be ending pretty soon. The 4th of December. Man, time went past fast. Man, it was a whole month. Yeah, about that much. Yeah. All right, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.